I'm Jasmine Anderson. Parents are on edge today after a student was slashed during a fight inside a local high school. Police say a 15-year-old will be in court this morning accused of slashing a 14-year-old with a box cutter. It happened during a fight inside Freeport High School yesterday. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. State police now say 20-year-old Yoneli Ambiel Ramos Moreno of Brentwood was the man whose remains were found at Sunken Meadow State Park. His body was found Monday. Police now believe he may have been murdered. They are asking anyone who may have known any information to give them a call. An upstate man accused of posing as a Customs and Border Patrol agent here on the island. Police say Andy Kwok was dressed as a CBP officer and had a fake ID card and what appeared to be a gun while eating at K-City Hot Pot and Sushi in Levittown last night. A real CBP officer saw him and called police. He is due back in court today. Indicted Long Island Congressman George Santos survived an attempt to oust him, led by former Long Island Republicans.
On this vote, the yeas are 179, the nays are 213, with 19 recorded as present. 2/3 not voting in the affirmative. The resolution is not adopted, and a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
The vote last night falling far short of the 2/3 majority needed to expel him. It means the embattled 35-year-old first-term congressman will remain in the House for the time being. Santos has pleaded not guilty to a 23-count federal criminal indictment, which includes money laundering charges. To the war raging between Israel and Hamas, President Biden is calling for a break in the fighting so Americans and wounded civilians can get out of the war zone.
Thanks to concerted American leadership, we're in a situation where safe passage for wounded Palestinians and foreign nationals to exit Gaza has started. The American citizens are able to exit today as part of the first group of probably over 1,000.
Hundreds of U.S. citizens and their families are expected to begin leaving Gaza today through the Rafah border crossing in Egypt. Only a Newsday. Long Islanders are trying to navigate the highest mortgage rates since 2000. Drew Scott reports.
Beautiful hydrangeas, which will bloom year after year.
The Wazik family was facing a brutal housing market. Prices on average are the highest they've ever been. The supply of homes is short and interest rates are the steepest they've been since the year 2000. But 2 months ago, the Waziks took the plunge.
It was definitely difficult and it was tight. And, we just had to make those decisions in order to kind of pinpoint where we want to be.
Michael and Erica have been renting a house in Queens and watching the mortgage rates go up and up. In August, they decided no more waiting and closed on this home in Wantagh.
For me, it's something I always wanted, and my wife and I, we also had that same goal.
Michael and his wife just purchased this 4-bedroom home for $818,000. He's a property manager in the city. His wife is a registered nurse. They make a good combined income, but since they started looking for a home, the prices and interest rates have gone way up.
I would say it's funny, when we first started looking, a home, maybe $550,000 was all you needed to get a home. That's completely changed.
Here's an example of how things have changed. The monthly payment on a $500,000 mortgage when rates were about 3% would have been a little more than $2,100 a month. Now at 7.5%, that monthly payment would be nearly $3,500. And that's without taxes and insurance.
As long as you make smart choices and you budget, you'll be able to kind of do what you want. The rates go down and you have the chance to refinance. That would be great.
Experts say one thing about interest rates: they do go up, but they also can come down as inflation eases. In Wantagh, Drew Scott for NewsdayTV.
Read more about home buying on Long Island on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. For the first time ever, the Texas Rangers are world champions.
It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
The Rangers knocked off the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-0 in Game 5 last night to win the World Series. Stony Brook alum Travis Jankowski was part of the win. The former Seawolf is an outfielder for the Rangers. Congratulations to him. A Mean Girls reunion is here, and it's super fetch.
At North Shore, some things never change. On Wednesdays, we still wear pink.
A classic. 3 of the cast members from the 2004 teen comedy classic, including Long Island's Lindsay Lohan, returned. It's for Walmart's new Black Friday commercial. Cher is set to play this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. She will make her appearance just before the parade's end, signaled by the arrival of Santa's sleigh. And it's soon going to look a lot like Christmas in the city. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree has been chosen. It's coming from upstate Vestal. The tree weighs 12 tons and is about 80 feet tall and 43 feet wide. It will be taken down a week from today and will arrive in a Rockefeller Center Plaza on November 11th. Lace up your sneakers and hit the pavement. Fall walks, runs, and turkey trots have begun on Long Island. This Sunday, there's the Fall Back Half Marathon and 5K at Heckscher State Park in East Islip. Later this month, there's a Long Island Run for Warriors at Belmont Lake State Park. Later this month, the turkey trot starts, so get ready for it. For a complete list, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyper-local Thursday forecast. Sunny and chilly today. You can see the sun will come out, which is good. Highs around 48 degrees, but tonight we are getting colder, everybody. Lows in the 30s, and there is a warmer trend starting tomorrow with highs around 57. Hey, we'll take that. More fall-like temperatures, no complaints there. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
LI Votes 2023, cybersecurity and opioids are just 2 of the biggest concerns in Islip. Macy Egland and Brianne Letta have the story you'll see only in Newsday.
When it comes to choosing our town officials, different areas have different concerns. Brianne Letta is our Town of Islip reporter. She knows all the ins and outs of the area. Brianne, it sounds like in Islip there's a big concern about overdevelopment in the area.
Yeah, it's actually one of the things that I've heard residents express the most concerns about. And one thing that has been kind of top of the mind lately is the potential rezoning of the former Island Hills Golf Course in Sayville. The developer there wants to potentially build around 925 apartments and houses, which the people who live around that area feel is way too much. They think that it should be more in line with the original zoning, which is around 88 to 100 single-family homes.
And something candidates and residents in Islip are talking about is cybersecurity. What happened there?
So last November, a cyber incident took Islip systems offline for a short period of time, and the town hasn't been the most forthcoming with the details, but it did raise some concerns among residents and candidates alike. One thing that most candidates said would be a priority for them if they were elected would be to kind of vamp up Islip cybersecurity protocols.
And maybe that transparency too, if residents are saying, you know, you haven't been too detailed about what happened here.
That's also been pretty uniform among all candidates, is that they'd want to improve transparency and communication with local residents.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you, Brianne.
Yeah, thank you.
Read more about the issues in Islip and what matters in your town on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A new art school for kids focusing on current artists just opened in Manhasset. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
It's an innovative art program, educating artists at every level.
So maybe put in the highlight first across the whole thing, and then kind of use the side of your pencil and put in the dent.
One River just opened its newest location in Manhasset.
The name One River came about because we are located one river from New York City. And if you go to New York City, you can have hundreds, thousands of galleries, museums, and access to some of the most amazing contemporary art in the world. And we wanted to bring that to the suburbs.
They offer a variety of classes for kids, teens, and adults, including this Intro to Studio Art class, which teaches the fundamentals of drawing and painting.
I'm here just loving my teacher, loving all the students being here, and not having anyone bother me while I create art and not having distractions.
Except for me bothering you right now.
All of our classes are project-based, meaning we have lesson plans and curriculum that we teach over the course of a few weeks.
They also offer digital art classes that happen here in this lab. So students 3rd grade and up can learn digital illustration, graphic art. They can even create a comic book.
It's also fun and social, so it's not just about learning the skills, it's also about having fun, making friends, and having a place to go that you just enjoy and love to be there.
I can't believe what you've created in an hour.
Me neither.
It's really incredible. You're all so talented. Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
For more about One River, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
It's Friday Eve, so here's what's up on Long Island. Comedy legend Jim Brewer is coming home. The Long Island native is set to play at the Paramount in Huntington tomorrow night. This is video from one of his performances here in 2019.
Another one bites the dust, and another one, and another one, another one bites the dust. Yes,
Almost Queen is coming to Long Island. The tribute band salutes Queen during a live concert Saturday night at the NYCB Theater at Westbury. American Girl Live in concert. Bring your American Girl doll for an interactive night of singing and dancing at a pop-up concert that features American Girl songs. It's tomorrow night at the Patchogue Theater. For admission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
Information about communities is lost if you don't have local reporters, and if there's no one reporting, how do you know what's going on in your community?
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.